Good morning, guys and gals. This is your host, Joe. Thank you for coming by Life with Joseph. This is video of vlog number 8 of the Daddy Longball 2023 Extravaganza. I am in Winnemucca, Humboldt County, Nevada. It's Friday, October the 13th. I'm at the Griddle, which is supposed to be good. I've never eaten here. You know, I saw a video in my feed this morning on YouTube about, I guess it's allegedly traditional to get a, hold on, here's the front door, a tattoo on Friday the 13th. Now, one, I didn't know this, and two, no, I'm not going to get one. But I thought that was interesting, and I'll link to the video in the descript. So we're going to walk in and have breakfast. Ham and cheese omelet, hash browns, English muffin, little homemade jam here. Well, I'm going to try that. Of course, my morning meds and nonsense, coffee, water. You know, I said this the other day, but I used to read the paper at breakfast, and there's really no more paper to read in the morning. So when I eat by myself like this, I put the YouTube on, and there you go. So we're going to have breakfast now. I'm sure it's awesome, and we'll see what's next. I gotta say, breakfast is pretty damn good, and if you're ever in Winnemucca, Nevada, you need to eat at the Griddle. 10:10 is if I'm staying here, and I do have plans to another day. Breakfast is definitely here. Now, you know, me and the sun. I'm gonna go back, checkout's not till 11. It's a little bit after 9. I think I'm gonna put my head down for a minute. Here's an adventure bike right here. I think it's a BMW. I talked about those before. And I talked about the what used to be enduros and dual sports have now moved to the ADV, or the adventure bikes. It's a pretty awesome segment of the industry. So I'm going back to the locomotive. I'll be checking out, and I'll be checking in, and we'll see what's next. Well, I'm pulling out of the Loves here in Winnemucca. I got gas. A little bit of a struggle because, again, this ADHD nonsense. One of the issues is it's not target of a fixation, it's just the opposite. It's, as I turn really gently here onto the freeway, I'm going to go westbound Interstate 80 for a bit. I'll be looking for something, and it's right in front of me, and by God, it doesn't register. And this just doesn't happen once or twice where you giggle and say, oh, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. Well, God almighty, I get bit 6, 8, 10 times a day some days. It's such a damn struggle. So, I don't know. Anyway, I found my phone. It's right here. Well, again, because, you know, I squirrel. So I dig up the room. I can't find the phone. I look at all my luggage. I can't find my phone. I look at in my bag, my new carry bag. I look in there 4 goddamn times. Every pocket. Not a sign of it. Well, okay, you know, the phone's lost. I don't know. It's 11 o'clock. It's checkout. I tore up the room. One of the staff tore up the room with me. It ain't there, so okay. Well, it's gone. So I drive down the street. My Spotify is still working. Well, that means that my phone is still Bluetooth to the locomotive. Now, what is it? Let me roll this up. Jesus, dude. So, what does that mean? That means that the phone's in the locomotive somewhere. I don't know where. I dig through everything yet again, and I don't know. So I'm changing from clear glasses to sunglasses, as you can see. And in the pocket that I keep my glasses case, my God, there's the phone. It is a relentless challenge in dealing with this ADHD bullshit. So, I'm going 80, hold on here, I don't want to drive this fast. So, we are on our way. It's a beautiful morning. God, it's 42 degrees and I was sweating through my clothes. So, but it's going to be a nice day. It's not a long day. We're heading to Fallon. I'll make 1 or 2 stops. I need to get a little bit rest in. No, I feel pretty good this morning. I lied back down. I didn't fall asleep, but just lying down seems to, in the quiet with the fan on, seems to help me, and I do that. So 3+ minutes of babbling, and we'll see what's next. I pulled off at the Coal Canyon off-ramp off of Interstate 80, just a little bit east of Lovelock in Pershing County, Nevada. Now, I'm out here filming for 2 reasons, one of which is, I figured out that when I make my cup and my ice and stuff when I'm on the road, that, I spill it in the car, I spill it on myself. The hood, the trunk are rarely flat anymore. And then, I thought about it, I think the first and second day, it's like, dude, pull the tailgate down and you see it's flat. If I spill ice, I have a bed liner and I just brush it off anyway. It's like, sometimes my brain, for as difficult of a time that I have being neurospicy, is sometimes I figure it out. So God love me. Oh, Freya, show me favor today. We're outside of Lovelock. Not a long day, but certainly plenty of babbling, and we'll see what's next. Oh shit, I also forgot why we're here. This is the prison in Lovelock, the Nevada State Prison. I'm assuming it's Lovelock Prison, but I'll look it up. Now, every time that I drive past here, I make the comment about O.J. Simpson. And for those of you maybe not remembering, right, or such, certainly I have that problem. O.J. was found not guilty of murder in Los Angeles County in one of the most known cases ever tried in the county, much less the state or the country. So what got OJ locked up in the OJ State Prison was some nonsense in Las Vegas about recovering property allegedly stolen, people held against their will. Let me roll it up. Stuff you really shouldn't be doing, and like or dislike in Nevada, they OJ got sent to prison for a while, and he ended up being out here in Lovelock. Here's another shot of it. We're about 5 miles outside of town. Even if the property was stolen, there's a judgment against him. A bunch of his stuff was seized and sold. The Goldman Brown family, under American law, are not allowed to attach his pensions or his Social Security. So what he gets in his NFL pension and his Social Security is his. in this type of a civil judgment. And so that's our OJ story for about 2 minutes. Here we are on the freeway. It's a beautiful day. It's 62 degrees. You know, indigenous summer in northern Nevada is just beautiful. I can't recommend it enough. So we'll see what's next. Our next stop of the day finds us at the very nice rest stop at US 95 and Interstate 80 in Pershing County. The toilets are all pit toilets, but they have outside on the post, they have two hand sanitizing dispensers. And I'm thinking, oh man, way to go, NDOT. I'm also going to point out that I noticed on the May trip with my brother that he has hand sanitizer in his car in the little door cubby. And I'm stopping at Walmart later today, and by God, if I could get my addled memory to remember, I'm gonna buy just this. Now, somewhere on the other side of Lovelock was a sign for. And this is the Trooper Carlos J. Berlin Memorial Highway. This is the monument here at the rest stop for Trooper Berlin, who served in the Gulf War, was the top recruit of the 1993 NHP Academy, was murdered in the line of duty on December 1st of 1993. So, you know, you could be new, you could be a 25-year veteran. For the families and the other officers and the dispatchers and stuff, you never get over it. You never get back, you just don't. So anyway, this is the 40-mile desert. Now this is the, hell, I'm going to show myself. In fact, I'm going to walk. This is on the California Trail. And this was the trail that settlers used to head west. There's a marker down here. Well, this was the 40-mile desert in the Humboldt Sink. So people heading west would stop at Lovelocks at the time, and they would, fatten up their livestock on the natural ryegrass, obviously Rye Patch Reservoir, and they load up as much water as they could, and they try to come across the 40-mile desert, and it was not as successful as a lot of them had hoped. So here's a blurb on this right here. If you're out here, it is the single most dreaded part of the trip west due to no water out here. In 1850 alone, there were over 1,000 dead mules, 5,000 horses, 4,000 cattle, and almost 1,000 graves. Now they talk about seeing the elephant, and if I could find it, I'll link into something when I was at the museum in Elko a few years ago. It'll be bonus footage. Anyway, here's where we were. Here's where we are. I'm going to do this again the next time that I can come out here. Maria and I did that years ago when we were traveling. So here's where we are. We're headed to Fallon, and we'll see what's next.